Greetings, I'm Troy Newham. I'm the author of 2084, The Search for Love, Hope, and Faith. As always, I recommend the edited edition because the unedited edition is quite steamy, if you know what I mean. And this week's message from Moses is going to be about Eric Holder and the Fast and the Furious scandal. Now, first of all, I would like to come clean. I am one of those conspiracy nuts who believe that this whole thing started as a way for the Obama administration to demonize American guns and force us to take on additional gun control measures. The narrative of the story goes like this: that it's so easy to get guns up here that the illegal gun cartels in Mexico cross the border secretly, use straw buyers to go pay retail for our semi-automatic assault rifles instead of buying them from Botswana for $5 a pop that are fully automatic. So that was their goal. And if you look at the timeline, about 6 months before the Fast and the Furious story broke, you will see a whole bunch of news stories about how all the guns that are used by the gangs down there come from the United States. Which just doesn't make any sense. Just economically speaking, they're going to go with the cheapest option, especially when it gets them full auto. So, I believe that what we have is they were trying to progress this story, and, well, all this came out in the wash. Now, Eric Holder, if you haven't been watching his trials, he looks nervous. I mean, this guy is obviously hiding something. He's doing the classic thing. They ask him, well, did you talk to this person? No. Did you talk to Hillary Clinton? Well, yes. Well, no. Yes, no, I did not talk to her. Who talks like that unless you are guilty? He is spazzing out. He is on his last nerve. He's practically to the point of trembling, which is why he had to go to Obama and say, please bail me out. Please use executive privilege, which does not apply here. Or if it does apply, then Eric Holder has committed perjury, because executive privilege only protects the president. It doesn't protect anyone who works for the president, such as Hillary Clinton and Eric Holder and all these people. And Eric Holder has already gone on the record under oath in front of Congress and said that he never spoke about Fast and the Furious to Obama. So, which is it? Either one, executive privilege applies and you committed perjury and you're still up the creek, or executive privilege does not apply. So it's one of the two. And I believe it's going to be the second one. But what amazes me is that Obama should know better. Because if you go back in history, the same thing happened with Nixon. You see, Nixon had a couple of his little underlings break into the Watergate Hotel and try to steal Democratic campaign secrets. And if he had just let his underlings take the fall, and in his final term said, you're pardoned, everything would have been fine. He would have continued to be president. Nothing bad would have happened to him. But he didn't. He felt obligated to help his underlings, which Machiavelli would have laughed at. Like, no, you let your underlings take the fall, man. Then, you do what you got to do. But you let the underlings take the fall, you survive, the state survives, everything's fine. But Obama has fallen into the same trap. Eric Holder is about to take the fall. He feels obligated to help him. He throws in executive privilege, and all of a sudden, now he is in the fray. Now he is on the line, and everybody is asking, so, what are in those documents? I'd kind of like to see them. So I think that when the story finally breaks all out, we are going to see some ties up to the highest echelons of the Department of Justice, and maybe even to Obama himself. And I really do believe that we're going to see that it was all orchestrated to make us see the error of our ways, because naturally we Americans should want to give up our rights for the good of everybody else on the planet, which is basically what his administration is all about. When you look at the Rights of the Child Treaty that's coming up, the Law of the Sea Treaty that's coming up, if you look at cap and trade that's coming up, all of these global wealth redistribution schemes that we have, it's all about us giving up our preferred status in the world as the most powerful country to give to all the lesser countries. Which here again, Machiavelli would be like, what the hell is wrong with you people? I mean, we are the only country in the history of the world to actually do this, to actively participate in its own destruction. I mean, it's awesome in a way. I mean, just from a historical sense, it's like, what is our problem? What are we doing here? So, I look forward to seeing how it all breaks out, and I think that I'm going to be proven right in the end. Now, I'd like to tell you a little about my book. 2084, it's about the totalitarian government controlling us through drugs, entertainment, and confiscatory constraints, taking all the money away from us at the end of the month. We're all subjects. We are kept in this subdued state, forced to live in tiny little hovels. The American family has broken down, and basically we're just a broken group of people that are being used for the government. We are resources for the government. And I highly recommend it. I think that it's a prophetic work, and I think we're headed there very quickly. And you'll be able to download it for free if you have a Kindle, or even Kindle for your PC, come July 4th when I'm having a free promotion. The only thing I ask is if you read it and like it, please recommend it to your friends. Word of mouth is extremely important for this effort, and I hope that you'll join me, that you will love it. Join the search for love, hope, and faith, and carry on, my friends. And my other book is War Journal. I don't think this is as important as 2084, but I love the story. The characters in this still touch me, and I've had a lot of people who read it, and they just absolutely love the story, and I think you will too. So, long live the Constitution. Signing off.